It's predicated in part on Stephen Crane's poems. I really like Stephen Crane. Was a short story writer and a novelist. Wrote one of the great war novels of all time before he'd ever been to war, when he was about 20 years old. Wrote very innovative, new, different kind of poetry for his time. And he died when he was 29 years old, so he barely started, and he was a great short story writer, a great poet, and a great novelist. But he had these tiny little poems that he created, like this one. A man said to the universe, "Sir, I exist." "However," said the universe, "that has created in me no sense of obligation." That's a Stephen Crane kind of little poem. He had a lot of these little, a man said, a man. So I took that premise, but I expanded it into a longer piece, written for Earth Day in 1981. It's called Reflection. A woman found a ball and held it in her hands. "What is it?" she asked aloud. The ball smiled and replied, "You know." Gazing into it, she saw her own reflection. Puzzled, the woman scratched it. The ball blossomed. Then she sipped it. Nectar flowed. "This is life," she cried, and ran to share it with her family and friends. Each, in her own turn, scratched it. The ball blossomed brighter than before. Then, as each one sipped it, nectar flowed, sweeter than before. "This is life," they agreed, and were content. A man found the people with their ball. "What is it?" he asked of them. The ball responded, "You know." The man reflected and said, "How much to buy it?" Shocked, the people said, "This is life, it's not for sale." "That's life," said the man as he struck the keeper of the ball. The man took the ball and held it in his hands. "I know," said the man at last, and he went to work. He built new tools and scratched it deeply. The ball blossomed brighter than ever before. He built new machines and squeezed it tightly. Nectar flowed more plentifully than before. "This is progress," the man said, and he was proud. From far below, or deep within, a silent whisper warned, "Beware, lest ye lose all ye have gained." Shrugging, the man laughed and dug deeper. Happily, he squeezed harder and said, "Ah, this is the life." The ball laughed, then cried, then finally replied, "You knew," and it crumbled in his hand.